This is the V Charger. This is my big wave gun. This board, I love this board. It was really fun for me to live in Hawaii all those years and to ride real penny guns and big waves. And the biggest scare factor for me surfing big waves and learning to surf them is I couldn't maneuver the board. So when I got into shaping, I wanted to widen the tail as much as I could and still get hold so that I could maneuver, because the pintails were great. I can get a lot of hold. You're never going to slip out on the big waves. But also when you set that rail, it's really hard to release the rail and make a turn and get out of harm's way. If there's a big section dumping in front of you with a big pintail, just super pointy, real narrow, it's hard to transition. So I added a bit of width in the tail and I kept it a little bit thumbier. It's not a straight point. And this actually, believe it or not, it holds in anything. It's been proven. It holds, has a ton of hold, but it has a lot more maneuverability than a straight penny tail that you normally would see. It's got a medium rocker. I don't put a lot of rocker, so you have a lot of paddle power. There's enough rocker in there so it can hit the chop, but it's a low enough rocker where you're going to get a lot of speed paddling in and just being on the wave. I put a little bit of weight to the boards. A little bit thicker glass job is always good for a bigger wave board, but the heaviness makes it a lot more glide getting into the wave, so you can get in a little bit smoother and easier. But yet I don't put too much weight so that the board feels sluggish, because like I said, a big thing for me with surfing big waves is I want my board to be maneuverable. So we got a light single. We don't need a lot of lift because this board's so long, there's so much volume here that you don't need any lift. So that we've got a slight single to get the water running through, and then as we get into the fins, we do a deep double in V right off. And the V is going to make it allow it to go rail to rail a lot easier. The rails back here, they're not square, they're really rounded, so that's going to get a ton of bite, and so it's a little bit more rounded than boxy. So the boxy is free, and this is nice and pinchy, so it's going to get that bite. So we ride it a lot as a quad set when the waves are just pumping and really fast down the line and you want to make sections. This board goes really fast as a quad, and it also has a nice straight outline up through the mid. That's gonna, when you're on rail, that thing is a straight rail, it's gonna make you shoot fast, really fast. And then when you get on the tail, it has a bit of outline so you could actually turn the thing. So this is the Charger. If you are brave enough to go surf huge waves, this is the board you want.